everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Can You Take Me Higher? Their Thoughts and Feelings. And we will find out what this person is thinking and feeling about you in this connection right now. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is represented by the pineapple. Pile number 2 is represented by the green pepper. And pile number 3 is the watermelon. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, drop into the energy. What pile is calling you today? Is it pile number 1 with the pineapple, pile number 2 with the green pepper, or pile number 3 with the watermelon? And we are going to go ahead and get into your reading today. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the pineapple, and today's reading is called Can You Take Me Higher? Their Thoughts and Feelings. And we are going to find out what is this person thinking and feeling towards pile number 1 right now. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm seeing the color red. Pile number 1, maybe you were wearing something red or that's your favorite color. But I'm seeing red. Hopefully seeing red doesn't mean somebody's mad or angry. Anyway, pile number 3, or pile number 1, why did I call you so good? Pile number 3, anyway, that's funny. Maybe you need to watch pile number 3 too. But let's see. I feel like you guys are like, I'm not mad. Okay, is somebody mad? I'm not mad. Let's see, let's find out. Pile number 1, let's find out. Can you take me higher? Their thoughts and, whoa, there's the Ace of Swords. Whoa, we got runners. We got cards running all over the place. Can you take me higher? Let's see, for pile number 1, Knight of Swords. Okay. Ooh, I've got something to say and I gotta get it out fast before I lose it. Let's see what else we have here. Also, I'm getting somebody who drinks a ton of coffee and then talks really, really fast, or, you know, it's like spitting out a bunch of words before another person can get a word in edgewise, okay? Or being full of ideas, having a lot to say. Okay, we have Deeper Than Love by Colleen Green. And it says, I want to know real love so desperately, but it has to happen scientifically because I'm afraid of real intimacy. They say that happens psychologically, okay? So this person could be a thinker, an academic. They could be somebody who, I'm getting somebody who's a little nerdy, or somebody who is maybe has a hard time, gets really nervous, or their hands start sweating, or that type of thing when they're talking to somebody that they like. And they tend to talk about boring things with people that they have crushes on, and like say a lot and talk too much sometimes about insignificant details that other people don't really care about. Uh-oh. Pile number 1. And I feel like this person does that because they want to have someone to love them so desperately. They want to know real love so desperately, but they're a very scientific person. And so they get afraid of real intimacy. So they just start talking about random details that have nothing to do with, you know, they could be talking about work, science, class, work, homework, whatever, just rattling off things, okay? And you're like, well, that's like me, Natalie. And I'm like, okay, well, then it's like you, pile number 1. We have the 3 of Swords here, okay? This person doesn't have a lot of sexual experience, is what I'm getting. They do like watching someone else touch themselves, pile number 1. They've got a lot to learn when it comes to talking about intimacy and talking about what turns them on. And they may get a little easily embarrassed, but at the same time, they want to know what's going on. They may like looking at pictures and photos and studying pictures and photos, but of, you know, things they like or things they're into. But I feel like they have, you know, they need to bring something up with you. And we have this soon energy here, something they've been afraid to bring up with you, but they do need to bring this energy up to you soon. Okay, we have your love takes me higher. And that's so funny because this reading is called Can You Take Me Higher? And so laughing, joking, sharing inside jokes, admiring the other person, having a crush on the other person, admiring them, looking at them when they're playing with their hair or fiddling with things. And, you know, your love takes me higher. Can you take me higher? Absolutely. We have Capricorn energy here. Okay, somebody could have Capricorn in their chart, but you know, somebody who's serious, authoritative, structured, somebody who grew up more traditional, okay, and maybe had strict parents and doesn't have a whole lot of experience when it comes to like, you know, even if this person is older, pile number one, I feel like maybe they had a stricter environment growing up, or certain things weren't talked about, or there's just certain things they don't know. And maybe they grew up in an environment that was kind of rigid. You know, they're looking for somebody who's very competent and prepared and down to earth when it comes to issues of sexuality and having fun and all of that, because I feel like they perhaps grew up in a more rigid environment where those things, rigid or traditional environment where those types of things were not discussed. Whereas sometimes, like, you know, at least with girls or girlfriends, you can sit around and laugh and talk. And I do feel like this person sometimes is insecure that that women don't like them, or whoever don't like them, and that they're kind of laughing at them because they don't have a lot of experience, or that somehow, you know, like their significant other would talk about them negatively towards their friends, or like leave them out of the joke or leave them out of the discussion. Okay. And anyway, pile number one. And I feel like, you know, you just have this very like natural, open smile. And it's a little mischievous and playful, but it's also just very open and sweet. And I feel like this person is really attracted to you. And maybe one of your friends even knows that this person is attracted to you, you know? And like, maybe you guys do kind of laugh or joke about it because it's like, oh, there's so-and-so again. And it's like, yep, that person, you know, I can't see you guys being mean. I feel like you guys are you're not mean. And I don't feel like you're being mean to this person at all. But I do feel like they're a little maybe intimidated sexually. Okay, is what I feel. File number one. Okay, we've got the solar eclipse and revolution. Now what's interesting is we had a solar eclipse, a big one, on April 8th. And that was about a month ago. Okay, so maybe there's been something going on for the last month with this person, a certain back and forth, or they've been noticing you. Okay, but I also feel like, you know, the sun is covered up during a solar eclipse. So this person may also feel like maybe you don't notice them, or you don't see them, or you don't really notice them and they want you to notice them, okay? But maybe they feel like they're not confident enough, or they're not, you know, macho enough or confident enough, or they're not like, you know what I'm saying, pile number one. I don't have to even, you guys know. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, okay? They're like, do you even notice me? You know, I'm not sure. Does pile number one even really notice me? But I feel like you guys do, and I feel like they love to see your smile. They think you have one of the most like open, inviting, warm smiles. And, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is also very traditional as well. So it doesn't surprise me that the Ten of Pentacles, Capricorn, all these things came up like this. And, you know, maybe this person isn't too flashy either, or they don't consider themselves to be too flashy with this solar eclipse energy. Or they're wondering if you kind of even notice them. Okay, and maybe they're a little worried that they're not good enough for you or they're not flashy enough for you. However, I do feel like this person could be very materially successful or be on the path towards making money or having a really good career or being materially, like being able to provide for somebody and being very stable and providing that energy. We have the King of Cups. And I feel like this person is saying, if you give me a chance, I will, you know, I'm really going to treat you right. I'm really going to give you the things that you want. Like, you really deserve, you know, somebody that really pays attention to your needs and somebody who is really keyed into you emotionally and keyed into what you want. I feel like this person is like, you know, what you need is somebody who can be there for you, who is dedicated to you, who is like emotionally available and open and stable and grounded. And they're wanting to be that way. Okay. And here's the High Priestess. So, you know, they are feeling like they want to come towards you with an offer and ask you out and say, hey, you know, I've like, they want to use everything that they have basically to talk to you and to express themselves to you. But I also feel like they're a little afraid here with the High Priestess that you're going to be like, who are you? What are you? Who are you? That you might not even remember them, or that you might just have a totally blank look on your face if they come up to you and are like, hey, you know, I've seen you, and, you know, hey, Charlotte, hey, Amanda, hey, Jessica, hey, Jennifer, hey, Juliet, you know, just throwing out some names, pile number one, but anyway, you know, hey, so-and-so, I really, you know, I really like you, or I really am interested. Could I take you out? Could I? And it's, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is, hey, can I take you out to dinner and a movie? It's very traditional. It's very, you know, structured. Let me take you out to a dinner and a movie. Let me, you know, hold the door for you. Let me, you know, milady, like that type of energy, pile number one, milady, that type of thing. And, you know, they're like, underneath it all, I've got the soul of a poet, and I'm very sensitive, and I want to show you a nice time. And, but I also feel like they're kind of afraid that you won't remember them, or that you'll just be like, who? Or, I don't know you. Who are you? Okay, I'm getting the T names right now too. T names, pile number one, maybe you, first name, middle name, last name, or them, first name, middle name, last name, the T names. Anyway, you know, and the King of Cups could say, let's go have a cup of tea, or let's go have tea together, or, you know, let me take you to this really high class place and we'll go have a glass of wine together, you know, get an expensive bottle, Ten of Pentacles, that type of thing. And I mean, I feel like they want to come and say these kind of things to you, and they want to be a little more vulnerable and a little more relaxed and not so much in a hurry and more chill. But I also feel like they're just kind of worried because they're like, are you just going to be totally blank in the face? Like, who are you? What are you? What do you want? Do I know you? We have the Page of Pentacles here. Okay, aw. Wow. Pile number one, this person really sees you as someone that they could grow with and somebody that they could build something with. And I feel like what they're saying is, I know I'm kind of a novice at certain things, but I know I can make you happy. And I know You know, I feel like what they're saying is, I know we don't know each other too well yet, and I know we're not like, you know, maybe we just know each other in passing or whatever, but I feel like I could make you really happy, or I feel like we could really be friends. And, you know, I hope you, and I feel like this is somebody that would like be your best friend in order to get close to you. And maybe you'd have no idea that they actually had these feelings for you, pile number one, but then it's like, oh, wow, you know, I had no idea. Like, I really didn't have any idea, okay? But this person has been planning this all along, you know, this unassuming approach, this hi, how are you? But they think that you're really cute and super, like, they love your style. You're like, what style? And just your relaxed, laid back, easygoing, chill energy in your style. And the way you're like always learning things, and the way that you're so dedicated to things, and the way that you try really hard at everything you do. I feel like this person's like, that's so cool, you know? And they think that, like, you know, that you're a good one, you know, pile number one, you're a good one, or a good one, however the kids say that these days. We have the Ace of Swords. I feel like what they're saying is, you would be surprised to know that I actually think that you're somebody that I could really grow with, and somebody that I could really talk to. And I wish you would, you know, give me a chance and talk to me too. And even if you're a little hesitant and you just see me more as a friend or whatever, just give me a chance and talk to me, because I think if you get to know me, you'll see that, you know, I'm trying to, and I don't know, pile number one, I don't know if you're sexually interested in this person. That's the only thing with the High Priestess and the Page of Pentacles. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like for you, like, well, I could see myself, you know, they are a very nice person, and I do like talking to them, and, you know, maybe I should give them a chance, the Ace of Swords. And they're like, yeah, give me a chance, you know. But here's the thing, pile number one, I don't know if you're super sexually attracted to this person, is the only thing. You know, when I see the High Priestess, I see the closing of the legs, if you know what I mean, pile number one. So I don't know. I mean, as much as they are like into you and wanting to do nice things, and they would be a really good choice. I mean, probably a really good choice for someone to raise a family with, or to have kids with. You know, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. For those of you that have kids, your kid might really like this person, or think that they're really swell, or, you know, this type of thing. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are that attracted. Now, I feel some of you are saying, Natalie, if I was younger and did things the right way, I would have been more open to talking to people like this. But at this point, I don't know if I am, because if I'm not feeling, I feel some of you, especially my older people that are here, and when I say older, I mean 30 up, like, you know, 30 years old and up. But it's like, well, maybe when I was younger, if I would have opened myself up to talking to someone like this, that would have been really good for me, rather than some of the other people I've been around. But, you know, I don't know. I'm past that phase in my life. And if there's not a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of mutual respect there, but maybe there isn't a lot of romance, or there isn't a lot of sexual chemistry per se. And yeah, so pile number one, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you going to talk to this person? Are you going to give him a chance? Is that what you want to do? Or are you kind of like, I see him more as a friend? How are you feeling? Let me know, pile number one, in the comments below, if you know who this person is and what they're saying. Hey now, let me know how that reading resonated for you in the comments. Let's move on to pile number two. Okay. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the red pepper, and today's reading is called Can You Take Me Higher? Their thoughts and feelings. Okay, they want to know, can you take them higher? Pile number 2. Is that what you want to do? That's what they want to do. Let's go ahead and see for my green pepper people. That's a tongue twister. Green pepper people. Let's see, what do we have here for pile number 2s with the big pickle? Let's see, pile number 2. Let's see. Did I say big pickle? Pile number 2. Let's see here. Can you take me higher? What are this person's, what are their thoughts and feelings here for pile number 2? Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Hey, can't nobody else put it down like that. You're Fergalicious. Pile number 2, your body stays vicious. You be up in the gym working on your fitness. You're Fergalicious, okay? Anyway, pile number 2. Anyway, when I saw that Queen of Wands, I'm like, ooh, she's so Fergalicious. Let's see here. Your guys' song from them to you is Every Little Thing I Do by Soul for Real. Every little thing I do, you're on my mind, you're on my mind. The way I feel lately is driving me crazy. Uh-oh, the Queen of Wands is driving somebody crazy. You don't say, you little troublemakers. Let's see what we have here. We have the King of Swords, okay? You know, pile number 2, even if there is someone else in the picture here, this person cannot, regardless of whatever situation they're in, they can't stop thinking about you, much to their annoyance, okay? They're like, I can't shake it. I can't get it out of my mind. I just can't shake it. We have alone. Ooh, well, that answers the question. They're like, no, I'm not. I'm fantasizing about you and thinking about you, but I'm sexually alone, okay? So that's good. We clarified that right out of the gate. But there is a lot of fantasizing going on, but they do feel very alone sexually is what I'm seeing here. We have singlehood is my choice, 9 of Pentacles, okay? Both of you could be alone or in a sexual dry spell, pile number 2. All right, let's see here. We have the 8th house in intimacy, okay? Well, if people cannot commit to things on a deeper level and become more vulnerable with each other and just stay in their own little spaces and can't admit anything to each other and can't talk to each other and can't really deal with the intensity or the commitment of something, then yeah, people will have to be alone and think about that other person constantly, okay? And perhaps you've been kind of staying away from this person, or they feel like you have been denying them sexually, or that you haven't been interested in them sexually, or you haven't really wanted to pursue anything sexually. Now there could be, and you're like, I feel like you're saying, no, that's not the truth, Natalie. We're just both being stubborn and we both want to see each other or talk to each other, but we're both being very stubborn and reserved and not telling each other how we're feeling. Well, pile number 2, we have the Sun in Spirit, okay? And they want to bask in your warmth, and they want to feel confident and happy and generous and open and childlike and having fun and enjoying life again and feeling passionate and feeling vital and feeling youthful and all of that. But the thing of the matter is that I kind of feel like you guys are in 2 separate corners and you're both there is a divide here, I feel like, with this alone, you know, and somebody could be feeling acting like they're happier alone, okay? Just because they don't want to really put in, they're too busy, or they're afraid of intimacy, or they are suspicious and paranoid and afraid about going deeper with someone, okay? And it's like, okay, if you're not going to go deeper with me, then you will be on your own and you will be alone and you will have to learn to be happy on your own, because I'm not going to, you know, I'm also getting the energy of an ultimatum here, that somebody gave the other person an ultimatum. Pile number 1 or pile number 2. Let's see what else we have. Oh, there's the Queen of Wands coming through again. And, you know, if this person does have someone else in their life, they are not having sex with them. They are not happy. And the intimacy is sucking big time. Okay. And their mind is somewhere else, thinking about the Queen of Wands. All right. For sure. Even if there is somebody else that they've been with for long term, or someone else that, because you can see 2 people here. You can see, you know, and this person can't even really get hard for the other person, you know, or can't get turned on by the other person. There's nothing really going on there. You know, there is this whole question mark of intimacy and who's being intimate with whom and who's alone and who's, you know, and, you know, with the Sun is about attention. So their attention is on the Queen of Wands and who they are. Oh, and there's that King of Swords again. Again. Why do you do that to me? Why do you get me all hot and bothered and turned on and, you know, begging for it, and then just leave me alone? And, you know, and I feel like this Queen of Wands is saying, because I have self-respect, I'm not going to just give you whatever you want without you being radically honest with me, King of Swords, about where your head is at with things, okay? And, you know, I feel like this person's kind of been racking their brain trying to figure out what to say to you to bring you back closer to them, okay? And the fact of the matter is that even if there is someone, or there has been someone else, they are alone and they're not they're not sexually turned on by this person, or their mind is elsewhere, thinking about intimacy with you, with this person, with you, the person that they cannot have, okay? And I feel like the Queen of Wands has really put down her foot here and is demanding respect from this King of Swords, and is saying, if you don't, you know, I have too much self-respect and too much honor and dignity within myself to listen to your bullshit. And if you aren't going to be completely honest with me about where you're at and what you're doing and what's happening, then I don't really want to hear it. Okay? Yeah, 6 of Swords. I'll move on. Okay? If you don't really tell me where you're at with something and you're not honest with me, then I'm done. And, you know, and maybe some of you are like, oh, I've been done, Natalie. I've been done. I already checked out. My mind's already checked out. And, you know, I can't believe this person would call me up complaining about being alone or missing me or whatever. I gave them plenty of chances. And perhaps with this 8th house in intimacy, you had been intimate with this person in the past, pile number 2, okay? But I feel like, you know, your self-confidence, and I feel like this person is definitely noticing a change in you because your self-confidence is back. Perhaps some of you have been, you know, working out, or you've been taking better care of yourself, or you changed your hair, you changed your look, you just got a whole different energy going on. And this person's like, damn, like you're just rubbing my face in it. And it's like, well, fuck yeah. You know, if you don't, if you come to me with the same bullshit, talking about how you're sad that you're alone and, blah, 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 and all this stuff, but you haven't really changed anything and you haven't really, done anything different, then you can just keep on stepping, is what I feel like, pile number 2. And, they want to move on from a certain conversation with this 6 of Swords and this King of Swords. They want to move on from a certain conversation, but I feel like you guys are like, I know. They want to basically show up, give you an explanation, be like, oh, okay. And then you be like, oh, okay. And then everything going back to the same intensity level between you two, the same sexual and intensity level between you two. And they want to just quickly resolve something and then move on from it and move on with you. Okay. And the problem is until they talk to you, every little thing they do, you're on my mind. You're on my mind. The way I feel lately is driving me crazy. Well, tough shit, right? Pile number 2. I feel like you guys are like, I am, singlehood is my choice. 9 of Pentacles, the 8th house. Some of you could have let this person go and said, I don't care anymore. If you're not going to, step up to the plate and you're not going to invest in something here, then I'm out. Okay? This person has definitely noticed your glow up though, with the Sun and the Queen of Wands. Like they have definitely picked up on your glow up. Okay? We have the Queen of Swords here. Okay? And we've got the Chariot and we've got the 8 of Cups. Okay? So here's what I feel. I feel like you guys are like, Natalie, this person just wants me to show up and look hot and sexy and seduce them. And, the 8th house, have sex with them, seduce them, show them a good time, be sexual with them, be intimate with them, and just show up and basically, like, be their sex doll or be their, hot, sexy, whatever queen. And, every time, Queen of Swords, every time I try to talk to this person on a deeper level about their feelings, the Chariot, they run. They run. Every time I try to, call this person out, okay, the Queen of Swords calling the King of Swords out, every time I try to call this person out, or every time I try to have a serious discussion about where things are at and where things are headed, and and I try to tell them like where I'm at and try to communicate something effectively, they and get some agreement from this person about the plan moving forward. I feel like this person runs, pile number 2. Every time you try to talk about the plan, the future, lay things out, talk about what's happening, you're open to the discussion. As soon as you try to do that, it's like they take off. They're nowhere to be seen and they're like out of the picture or they run away. Okay. And it's really cowardly, it's really, really cowardly. And I have to say, as the Queen of Wands, I don't really feel like you guys respect cowards that much. I mean, that's just not, the Sun has to do with bravery and, cowards. Yeah, it's not a turn on. Cowards are not a turn on at all. And I just feel like you guys are like, oh, not again with this 8 of Cups. And, and then it's too late. By the time you've said what you need to say and they've run away from what you're saying and they can't process the feelings or they need more time to think about it or they're just, as soon as any issue of a commitment or an investment in something is mentioned, they just run off. And, you know, I feel like you guys are sick of it, pile number 2, and you may even be disgusted with it on some level. Like every time in good faith, I try to talk about certain issues and bring certain things up, you know, you don't, it doesn't seem like you care. It doesn't seem like you want to even hear what I'm saying. And I feel like this person is also saying that you're trying to like change their mind or be diplomatic in some way or open their mind to a new way of seeing something, but really you just want to get your way. And when you don't get your way, you just walk away or you just disappear, you know? And this is kind of interesting because we see this kind of battle of the wills with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. And, you know, this King of Swords not really wanting to admit to, they have a certain way of thinking and they don't really want to change that way of thinking. And they just want to hurry up and say what needs to be said and then just move on with everything. And I feel like, you know, when you try to bring up things about emotions or moving things forward emotionally or where things stand emotionally with the Queen of Swords and the Chariot, you know, they just take off, leave. They don't really, you know, and this person feels like, you know, you tend to drop off the face of the earth as well when something is going really well. And it's like, well, because and it's just the same old thing every time, right? It's like I drop off the earth because you don't want to talk about anything and you just run away every time I try to really open up a conversation about some of the things on my mind. You just run away again and dart the subject or act like you didn't hear me or whatever, and I'm just sick of it. And yeah, so pile number 2, the thing is that there is some, you know, with the 8 of Cups, there is some avoidance, and perhaps, you know, you avoided a topic with this person for a while because you felt like 8 of Cups, like it wasn't gonna go well, you know, or you avoided bringing something up for a while too and kind of buried your feelings, 8th house stuff, because you didn't really want to deal with the grief of it or deal with the truth, you know, this type of thing, because, you know, I feel like some of you know intuitively when you press this person, you're just going to get the same, when you really press them, you just get the same kind of repetitive emotional pattern, like over and over. And, you know, the thing about this person with the 6 of Swords is I feel like they don't really want to change their situation. They just don't want to be alone sexually, but they don't really want to change. They still, with the 6 of Swords, they still want the freedom to come and go in whatever way they want to. And that just isn't going to work with you guys, because you would rather be alone, singlehood is my choice, 9 of Pentacles, than deal with somebody who is that way, you know? And there's just a clash here, I feel like, in what you both want. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, I know it's hard, but it's better to move on at this time, because with the 8 of Cups, it's wasting, you know, there's a wasting going on. There's a wasting of words with the Queen of Swords, and a wasting of energy and emotional energy, I feel like, with the Chariot, okay? And it ends up being like a big old waste factory of shit, you know? And that's why I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, if you want to hear them out, but it's the same thing with them over and over. And until they learn something. And here's the thing with the King of Swords. The King of Swords isn't really learning a lot. Like, the King of Swords is stuck in their way of thinking and is very, not really like learn, like they think they know. They're at the height. Look at how the King of Swords is perched above the environment in the King of Swords card. He is perched above his environment. He's above his environment. So he sees himself as, I know everything I need to know, and that's not really going to change. And if you don't agree with me, then I'll just move on. You know what I mean? So there is this kind of, thing where it's like, and I feel for you guys, it's like, let me not waste my words and my emotional energy on this, particular thing. And I've just got the words, we don't have the same motivations in life, so it just doesn't feel right. When you don't have the same motivations to go towards something, the things you're moving towards are different, then it becomes just like, when it's like if you're shooting a bow and arrow and you're aiming at one target, but the other person is aiming at the other target. It defeats the purpose, and so that is what I am seeing here, pile number 2. Although I can report to you that yes, you are hot. Yes, you are sexy. Yes, this person notices you. Yes, every little thing you do, you're on their mind. You're on their mind. Okay. But, the thing is that there needs to be a new conversation here happening, which is the hard part I'm seeing. Pile number 3. Okay. So pile number, or what do I call you? Pile number 3, pile number 2. That is what I am getting for you, my friends. And do let me know your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the watermelon, and today's reading is called Can You Take Me Higher? Their thoughts and feelers. We are going to go ahead and get into it for you. Pile number 3, can you take me higher? Let's see. Can you take me higher? Their thoughts and feelings for pile number 3. Show me their thoughts and feelings, please, for pile number 3, who chose the watermelon. I'm getting something about good luck for you guys, or a shamrock, or ooh, 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, maybe you guys are like, I do need some good luck, Natalie. I need some good luck as soon as possible. And it's looking pretty desolate out here. It's looking pretty, empty out here. Like, I do need some good luck. I do need some change. So let's see what we've got for you, pile number 3. Oh, wow. We have this person, is their song to you is I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor by the Arctic Monkeys. Okay. This person is saying, I wish you'd stop ignoring me because you're sending me into despair. Without a sound, you're calling me and I don't think it's fair. Okay. And I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor by the Arctic Monkeys. Without a sound, you're calling me and it's not fair. All right. We've got the 3 of Cups. Ay, 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 pile number 3. That is one juicy scene of losing yourself in the moment and completely letting go and losing control, pile number 3. And there's a real sense of chemistry with that 3 of Cups right there. A real sense, torture. Oh my God, this person replaying moments with you in their head over and over. For those of you that have been intimate with this person or you have made out with them, geez, pile number 3, they are going through torture thinking about, like, they want to say something because they're like, damn, it's too good to ignore. Okay. Oh, and we've got the Six of Cups. Expect an apology. Okay. And perhaps this person, oh, maybe they expect an apology from you because it says you've been ignoring them. I wish you'd stop ignoring me because you're sending me into despair without a sound. You're calling me and I don't think it's fair. Okay, somebody's expecting an apology. Six of Cups, a very sweet and sorry. Mars, desire, passion, heat, excitement, thirst, and impatience. Why are you making me wait? And why are you making me stop? Why are you making me wait? And somebody who has like a very, intense sex drive with the Mars here, ready to spring into action, ready to take it to the nth degree, okay? And maybe there was some really surprising chemistry between you and this person, okay? And a surprising, I mean, sometimes that happens, like you least expect it, and there's a surprising amount of, chemistry. And it's like, ooh, I can't wait to see you again. Ooh, I can't wait to get my hands on you again and get my lips on you again and all of that. Okay, we've got Leo and I will. Okay. Somebody here could be a Leo, but this is also about like, oh no, Mars and Leo, like when I want something, I go after it. Okay. And when and I don't want to hold back. I feel like this person is saying, don't let me hold back. I don't want to hold back. I hope you don't hold back either. And this person's saying, I will have you in my arms again. I'm confident. I will kiss you again. I will touch you again. And with this Six of Cups, this person thinks that you are a very sweet person, a very innocent, caring, and sweet person in a lot of ways, pile number 3. But, whoo, where did that sex drive come from? Okay, where did that come from? That is surprising. Okay, the sexual chemistry came out of nowhere. All right, that shit came out of nowhere, pile number 3. Oh boy, we've got the 3 of Swords. Okay, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. And again, the expecting of an apology. Okay, and I feel like this person is saying, maybe, here's the thing. Maybe there may not be a lot of communication between you and this person right now, or the communication is intermittent, or there was this passionate moment that you guys shared, but then nobody really reached out or said anything, or you've been kind of ignoring this person. We've got the 3 of Wands. That's 3 threes, 3 cups, 3 swords, and 3 wands. 3, 3, 3 in pile number 3. That's a moment, like maybe things went a little too fast here is what I'm getting. Okay. I hope this person wasn't pushy with you, pile number 3, because that's never okay. That's never okay, in any realm. And obviously I don't want to, anyway, pile number 3. And, but something could have gone a little too fast or a little too quickly, or God forbid, maybe somebody came too soon or whatever, you know what I mean? But I feel like there was a plan that was supposed to have been made, and the ball was in their court to make the plan, and they didn't. And now I kind of feel like you guys don't really want to talk to them, or maybe you're not super interested, or you kind of turned your back on the situation, or you're like, that's fine, and you're just kind of like dropped it yourself. But I feel like, this is kind of what happens when situations move really quickly sometimes, and there isn't, there's a lot of intensity, there's a lot of, power and chemistry and sensuality in the moment, but it's hit or miss. I feel like with the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Swords, something moving too quickly, doesn't work out the way that it is expected, okay? And I'm getting the energy of this person scrolling through your social media or scrolling through your pictures, and without a sound, I hear you calling me, and I don't think it's fair. So it's like they can still feel your energy, or they still feel the power of you two connecting in that way. And it's like your body is calling them. And they also think that with the Six of Cups that you're a very sweet and caring person as well too. And there is such a wonderful natural chemistry here, okay? And I feel like they know they need to take an action for an apology here. Pile number 3, okay? Oh, the Sun card. That is the Sun twice, okay? And 2 suns, Leo and the Sun card here. I really think that this person believes that this could turn out better, you know, that it actually, I feel like they're actually hopeful that something good could come out of this, and that you're going to be happy with them, or that you'll be excited. Like, I feel like what they're saying with this Sun is you're the one that I want to see, okay? You're the one that I want to see, all right? You're the only one I really want to see, and I want to see you. And I'm sorry if I seemed impatient or I was moving too fast. You know, maybe it was just a mutual thing, pile number 3, where the energy was moving very quickly because it was very intense. And, you know, I mean, I feel like this person really wants you to like them with the Sun card coming up, and really wants you to be happy towards them, or to be very open to them, or to forgive them, or to have an open attitude towards them, okay? And I feel like what they're saying is, I'm going to be so happy to see you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I'm going to be like so happy when I see you, and pumped up, and I'm going to come and give you a huge hug. And I feel like they feel that there's a lot of hope in the situation still for things to turn around, because it's still new, I feel like, or there's still newness at play here. And so I feel like they're like, well, I could still turn things around here with pile number 3. And, you know, with the 3 of Swords, there could have been a letdown, like a lot of excitement with the 3 of Wands and the Sun, a lot of excitement, a lot of, you know, but then somebody got let down, or somebody feels like just basically disappointed or let down, okay? And, you know, there could be this kind of thing of where you're at, pile number 3, where you're like, well, I don't want to move that fast. I don't want to move that quickly, because in the past, it's really fucked it up for me. And, you know, I want to be more thoughtful, 6 of Cups, about, you know, what I'm doing and what kind of intimate connections I'm making. But at the same time, fuck, this person like is really turning me on, and I really want that level. I want action, you know, I do want action with this person, but I'm trying to be careful at the same time, okay? And I feel like this person is saying we can have a really good time together, but there's something with the Sun about the innocence, right? And the innocence of having a really good time together, not trying to be impatient or push it too far, or see what, you know, how far a situation can go, but instead approaching it more of like an innocent, happy, fun, playful time, okay? And I feel like this person is saying, I'm sorry if I gave the impression I'm sorry if I gave you that impression that I was just like being really impatient or things like that. I was having a really, really good time with you, this sun, and it just went, you know. Anyway, pile number 3, I'm definitely not trying to, I want to make it really clear where I stand as a reader. I don't appreciate like that energy of rushing or that type of thing. It's not for me. I don't condone it at all, pile number 3, just so you know. But there must be some type of energy here with that, because I keep coming back to that thing of somebody feeling rushed or impatient and then feeling disappointed because the other person was acting that way. You know, and there could have been, when you were around this person, there could have been a moment you were like really, really happy, playful and fun, excited to see this person, excited to where things would go with the 3 of Wands, but then very disappointed. Like, I'm very disappointed because I don't feel like, you know, with Leo energy, I don't feel respected, or I don't feel like you were caring about my feelings. So expect an apology, pile number 3. And we've got Temperance. Yeah, I can slow down. I can take it easy. I can fucking chill. I can sit and take a fucking chill pill. Okay, sometimes people need to be reminded. And 9 of Pentacles, you know, somebody cooking the other person dinner, inviting them over, inviting them to their house, and, you know, like, hey, come over, I'll cook you dinner. And, you know, it would be rude if the other person doesn't help, okay? The other person should be helping. I don't know. Pile number 3, I'm going full Libra rising in your reading here, of which I am, and saying, you know, someone shouldn't be working while the other person's just sitting there. But even if you invite someone over and you cook them dinner, it's like, hey, how can I help? And I feel like you guys are the type of people, you like to do things for the people that you care about. You like to, you know, if whatever skills you're at or whatever you're good at, you do like to, you're like, yeah, hell yeah. I love to, you know, and it doesn't have to be cooking or cooking someone a meal. It could be, but it could be just your skills and whatever you're good at. And this person's like, you know, you're just so good at, you know, everything that you do that I have a hard time holding myself back. Because you are so good, and it's like, wow, you know, real quality, real high quality stuff that you guys do, whether it's your work or even just, you know, sexually. Pile number 3, very high quality, all right? Everything, what you do, work, sexually, very high quality. This person's like, it's hard for me to, you know, it's hard for me because to just not do anything because I really want to. And this person's saying, I love watching you when you're doing the stuff that you like and the stuff that you enjoy. And, you know, I want to be more helpful. I want to be more engaged with everything is what I feel like this person is saying, but I don't want to push things too far. And Temperance is an energy of knowing when to chill. And you can see he's taking the sun and pushing it back with his hand and pushing the moon forward. So that's more of a, I'm going to set aside my selfish things that I want, and I'm going to be more open to what the energy is. I'm willing to be more lunar or softer or more passive or chill so that you can lead things in the way that you want them. Yeah, we have the Fool energy. Can we have a do-over? Can we start this thing over? Can we have a do-over? Okay? And this person really loves your free spirit, pile number 3, and your genuine excitement for doing things. Just going for a walk, just making dinner, just, you know, the average everyday things that people like to do that you find so fun, okay? And some of you could be into crystals, you could be into nature, sunbathing, moonbathing, like, you know, very connected to nature, very much like put your foot on the ground and connect to the energy around you. You're a very exciting person, unusual, not like the people that this person normally meets. Very different, okay? And this person thinks that you have the ability to kind of hold things back and push, like not be a selfish person, but care about other people, want to help other people, and that you're also just a very unique person who's way different, you know, way different than the type of people that they've met in the past. And, you know, with the Fool, I feel like this person's like, can we have a reset? You know, can we have a do-over? Let's have a reset on everything. And we'll do things right this time. You know, I'll make you dinner, you know, we'll go for a walk. They're kind of like, let's have an opportunity to kind of do things right or start over, start from scratch is what I feel here, okay? And for those of you that can cook and you know how to make amazing shit, wow, pile number 3, wow. Okay, some of you very talented at what you do and, you know, very like free-spirited as well. Love the sun on your face, love to feel the warmth around you, very like free and open in many ways. I feel like pile number 3, you just don't like it when people rush you is what I feel. You just don't like that in any way, or you don't like it when people are all excited about something but then drop the ball and then don't really follow through, which is understandable, you know. And the 3 of Wands is like, you know, got overexcited about something and now I'm disappointed. Let's just try to dial back the energy and be fun and playful together and have a good time together instead of like trying to rush things so quickly. So pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you, my friends. I hope that that reading resonated for you, and I wish you all the very best, my loves. Take care.